Hey guys, your assignment for the week of May 4th through the 8th is going to ask you to edit some things on a Google slide presentation. So I want to walk you through how to do that. It's also going to tell you to do some activities that you can find in the speaker notes section of the Google Slides, and I want to make sure you know where those are. So that's what this tutorial is all about. So I'm going to actually use the link for the assignment for the week of May 4th through the 8th that you're going to need to edit. So it's this Google Slide link. When you click on it, it's going to force you to make a copy of a document for yourself. So every student that opens it, it automatically will have you make your own copy that you can edit and you can manipulate. So when you have yours open, you don't need to change anything on this front part. You don't have to add your name or anything up here. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. When you submit the URL into Canvas, it automatically shows up under your name. So I know that it's your Google slide that you've done. This first slide on here is just kind of an introduction picture. But notice at the bottom where it says click to add speaker notes. Down here underneath each slide, this is where you're going to find your to-do activities. So there's some task you need to complete on almost every slide in this presentation. Most of them are very simple. It's a good way to just read through the information. You're going to be pulling out vocab words and looking for some key ideas related to the Roman Republic. And all those tasks, those to-dos are going to be found down here at the bottom under where it says add speaker notes. So if I click on the second box, it's just giving you information about what to do in this assignment. They're just the instructions. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to skip down to the fourth slide because it's going to ask you to do pretty much everything in this slide that you'll need to do for this assignment specifically. So the very first to do is to make the word republic bold and underline it. Anytime I ask you to make a word bold or to underline it, I'm asking you to do that because it's one of the vocabulary terms related to our unit on ancient Rome. So you're actually pulling out these vocabulary words, you're highlighting them in the text, just like we would in class when we would take notes. So here I've already given you the notes and you're just going through and you're pulling out those key terms that I'm giving you. So I'm going to look at the text. You need to make sure you read everything on every slide. That will be super helpful for completing the next assignment that goes with this. So what you'll do is you'll read through and you'll find the word republic. And I'm going to make the word republic bold and I'm going to underline it. So here's my word republic in the text. So what I want to do is I want to take my little cursor and I'm going to click right next to the R. That opens up the text box. You'll notice it opens up even more editing tools up here at the top. So you need to make sure that you're in editing mode in order to do this. That means you can't hit present. You can't go to view and present it. You have to be here where you have all these tools at the top. When you click inside here in the text, extra editing tools pop up and you're going to need these. So I've clicked right here next to the R. I'm going to drag and highlight the word republic so that it lights up in blue. And then the instructions down here say to make it bold and to underline it. So to make something bold, I'm going to go up here to my editing tools and I'm going to just click on this B for bold. You can also use your keyboard and press Control B. That does it as well, but it's just super easy to click that little B and it automatically makes it bold. The second thing it asks you to do is to underline that vocabulary term. So the U up here in my editing toolbar is for underlining. Again, you can also hit Control U on your keyboard, but I like to just click that U at the top. And now that word is both bold and underlined. I've followed the instructions for that assignment. Now, because these are vocabulary terms, if you want to change the color of the vocabulary words to make them stand out even more, you just highlight the word, and then to change the color of the font, you click the A with like the color bar underneath it, and then you can change it to any color that you would like to. So let's say I'm going to make mine red so they really stand out. So now I have completed task number 1 down here for my to-dos. I've made the word republic bold and I've underlined it. The second task or the second to-do for this is to highlight the sentence that tells why or explains why the regular citizens of Rome would be unhappy with the elected officials. So you're going to keep reading through here. So each year the Romans elected officials to rule the city. These officials had many powers, but stayed in power for only 1 year. This system was supposed to keep any one person from becoming too powerful in the government. but Rome was not a democracy. Nearly all the city's elected officials came from a small group of wealthy and powerful men. These wealthy and powerful Romans held all the power, and other people had little to no say in how the republic was run. So I'm going to think about my question. Why would the regular citizens of Rome be unhappy with the elected officials? Well, because they made all the decisions and I didn't have a say if I'm a regular citizen. So that's down here. These wealthy and powerful Romans held all the power, and other people had little to no say in how the republic was run. So again, I'm going to just click. I'm going to use my little cursor. I'm going to click right next to the T. I'm going to highlight the entire sentence that I want. And then once all of it's blue, I'm going to go back up here to my little editing toolbar, and I'm going to use this highlighter tool right here. It actually looks like a little highlighter. When I click on it, I get lots of color choices. Now, please don't highlight something in some really dark color that makes it hard for you to see and me to see. That's not going to help you when you go back and use this slideshow to answer the questions for the next assignment, and it's not going to help me when I'm checking to make sure you got everything that you needed to. So pick some bright color. If you don't want to use yellow, you can use another color. Say I want to highlight all my stuff in blue. You just highlight it in blue, click that little highlighter tool, click the color that you want. So I clicked on the highlighter tool, I clicked the color I want. Notice it's checked in there. And then I can just click right on out of my text box and it's all totally highlighted. If you want to kind of move away from that, you just click out here outside of the text box, outside of the slides, and you'll be able to see on each slide what you've actually done. So you can look down here at your little to-do list in the speaker notes and say, okay, I've done it. I've finished everything that I need to finish. One other thing to note, I have put these little definition support things in here and I have highlighted those in yellow. They kind of help you. So it says Rome was not a democracy. This is just a reminder of what a democracy is. And so you can think about why was Rome not a democracy when you're reading, or how does that vocabulary word fit into this sentence? I really recommend if there's a term that you see that you don't know, look it up while you're going through this. When you finish, remember you're going to share your document, upload the URL link into Canvas. There's another video if you need to watch that for how to submit that URL link into Canvas to get credit for this assignment. That's it. Happy editing on your Google Slides. I look forward to seeing your work and hope it's helpful.